Hi there, welcome to Saucy Shawn's Fine Eats. Or should I say cooking with Saucy Shawn's Fine Eats. Hey, that's a good one. I'm Saucy Shawn, your host, your cook, and the poor sucker you're going to watch if you actually watch all of this video, which I hope you do. I hope you watch to the end. I hope you like this. I hope you click like, comment, thumbs up, everything. Suggest that people come and watch this video. The more people that watch it, the more people can enjoy my cooking and my crappy personality. But anyways, today on this episode, we're making cinnamon buns. Now, I love cinnamon buns. It took me a long time to get a recipe for cinnamon buns that I liked and that was repeatable and that worked. And this is it. So you get to watch the magic tonight. Today, it's night for me. We're going to make approximately 1 dozen cinnamon buns. I say approximately because guess what? Measurements are a little bit here and there all the time. We're going to start with Saucy's basic bun dough recipe for 2 dozen buns. We made that in an earlier video. We encourage you to watch it because that's how you're going to learn to make the dough to make the cinnamon buns. So right here in this bowl, I've got one batch of 2 dozen basic Saucy's basic bun dough recipe. It's risen, it's proof, it's all great. We're going to use it to make our cinnamon rolls. Sometimes people call them cinnamon buns, sometimes rolls. I go in between, so you get used to me. Now, what I've got here is I've got a baking sheet with parchment paper on it already. It's all ready to go. You can use like a big cake pan or a lasagna pan or something with sides on it. You can do this in a foil pan to avoid the cleanup. I'm just going to do it in here because it's easy to do. So we're going to start with this recipe, this batch of dough here, and take the saran wrap off. It's been sitting for, I don't know, about half an hour to an hour. Probably closer to an hour now. I'm going to punch it down as you do with all your dough. We punch it down. Just get the air out of it. Yeah, there's a little bit too much oil I put in this bowl, but that's okay. With all that oil, I'm not going to need to. If your dough is pretty dry, you're going to need a bit of flour on your work surface here. You want to make sure your work surface is clean. We're going to make this into kind of a rectangular shape. I'm going to grab my rolling pin. Now this is what's called a French rolling pin. It's just basically a piece of dowel with tapered ends. I really like this. Given to me by a friend who I've really appreciated. She taught me a lot about cooking. For those of you who don't know, it's Carmen Tuck of Carmen's Kitchen. She's the one who got me into catering and camp cooking, and I've really appreciated that. Some of you have experienced the creations I've made, and I hope you've enjoyed them. Some people do, and I hope you're one of them. So we want to. So I got this dough a little bit too runny, not runny, but oily, but makes it actually easier in some ways. We got it shaped out here. Kind of get the ends a little bit squared off, rectangled off. We want to get it so it's about a 1/4 inch thick. I'm hoping you can see that. We just want to get it nice even all the way along. It's hard to do. And it doesn't have to be, as you've heard me, you'll hear me say lots of times, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's all about making it so you like the food. So here we have our basic dough. I'm going to put my rolling pin aside. I didn't even need it. That's not going to work. I'm going to take butter. For this amount, we're using a 1/2 cup of butter. We want it soft. I had it somewhat soft, and I put it in the microwave to soften it up a little bit more. So we're just going to take this, and we're going to spread it on our dough. Look at that. Yes, your hands, just get used to it. You can wear gloves to do this if you really want, but get in there and feel it and give it the love it needs. You can taste the love in the food. And get it kind of evened out there. It's all going to get mixed together when it cooks. Oh, it's going to be so good. A little ray of sunshine in your mouth when you eat these guys. Then we take 2 cups of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder, Mix them together. Don't just eat the cinnamon powder. We don't want to go with that challenge. It's not good for you. And we're going to spread this on our butter. I'm just going to use it all. There we go. Just want to spread that around, mix it in with the butter. Leave a little bit of space at the edge there, on the top edge there. Look at that, a nice little chunk of... This brown sugar was really dry, so it's a bit chunky, but that's okay. A little bit extra we had. Look at that, we can break those chunks up now and add it in so it doesn't go to waste. There we go. Your butter can be almost melted when it goes on here. It's really fine. What we're going to do is we're going to roll this up. So we're going to fold this edge over. Don't want to roll it super tight, but you want to kind of roll it backwards a little bit. Roll it in. Keep kind of adding a little bit of tension to it as you roll it. Look at that. There we go. We've now got a giant roll of cinnamon buns. Look at that. I love this. I use this pastry cutter. This is my favorite tool for this. And I just use it to cut it. So we're going to cut these. Oh, you know what? You should be on this side of me because I'm left-handed. We had this discussion the other day about scissors where Sarah finally, well, not finally, she figured this out long ago. But she finally explained to me why left-handed people, a lot of us can't cut straight. It's because the scissors are literally cutting the wrong way. The blade comes down on the wrong side of the scissors. I never realized that. It's really sad. So we're going to make these about an inch or so thick. Like about that thick. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, we're going to put that onto our parchment covered baking sheet. We're just going to keep making them like that. Now, what I like to do is make my first row from the center of my roll here on my baking sheet, my first row. Then we put these two on the outsides. And then we'll take this end here, which is not quite as nice. See the end kind of, it just kind of goes out, and that's okay. We flip it over. I'm hoping one of these cameras can see this, and we stick it like that. Just take the top and stick it in. And we stick that there. Look at that. We poke it down a little bit. You want to leave some space around your buns so that they have room to expand. I'm going to take this end here, because I'm in the center again, and kind of see how it's just the end. I'm just going to flip that like that, pat her down. It'll look beautiful once it's cooked. We're going to keep doing this, keep putting these on here. Look at that, I've already got a dozen. I actually didn't expect to get this many out of this recipe. Usually, wow. I don't know what I did right here, but I'm going to get, usually if I have bun dough for 2 dozen buns, I can get a dozen cinnamon buns out of it. In this case, we've got 17. Look at that. This is the start of our cinnamon buns. Now what we're going to do is cover them, let them rise for another half hour to hour so they kind of double up in bulk. And then we're going to put them in the oven. I'm going to scrape up all my extra sugar here so it doesn't go to waste. And just sprinkle it over a little bit. And yeah, this is actually a really quick session probably, but these things are going to be so good. We'll give you some ideas of how to serve them maybe. You know, butter, I like butter on them. Some people like cream cheese icing. I like butter. Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. We're back. So here are our cinnamon buns. They've been rising for half hour, 40 minutes now. I'd like to let them rise a bit more, but they're good enough. Look, they're touching, they're bigger. Look at how they've risen. Aren't they? Oh, they look great. So we're going to put them in the 350 degree oven, 20 minutes, and we'll pull them out and we'll share the results with you. Okay, our cinnamon buns, the timer just went off for 20 minutes. They're golden brown and they're all ready for you. Look at those things. Don't those look great? I mean, how can you get a better cinnamon bun than that? Now, these need to cool. They're nice and brown on the top. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Those look great. So 20 minutes or so. Let them cool for 10-15 minutes. Get one off of there. Stick it on a plate. I'll grab some of that extra sauce. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, isn't that great? And you can eat it with a fork. You can eat it with your fingers. I wouldn't eat it with a knife, but maybe a knife and a fork. Put some butter on there. Maybe get some cream cheese icing. Put it on there. You got a great snack, dessert, breakfast, snack. Did I say snack? You can have these anytime of day. You can make a batch like this. You can freeze them and keep them for later or warm them up in the microwave. So thank you for watching our video. Our website is saucyshawns.com, SAUCYSHAWNS.com. Please visit us. Please watch our other videos. Share our videos. Like us. And leave comments if you have anything you want to say. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day.